Alright, it's 9 a.m. So let me get started. Turn this TV down soon. I'm probably super greasy because I slathered my face in shea butter. That's not per my normal morning routine. But so this is basically all my analyzations or analyzing chart markups from last week. So I don't want this popping up here. Popping up here. So these I don't have to change anything here.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So I'm just starting analyzing or whatever, and I don't really have to change too much because this is stuff I had marked up from last week, and price hit my OB from last week, yes, on Friday at 2:30, and then it started coming down a little bit, and then the market closed here, and then overnight the market, so price hit my OB at 2:30 Friday right here, and then the market started to come down 3 o'clock, 3:34, and then the market closed, and then it opened at 6 o'clock last night, and then it's just been coming down, doing a little bit of a retracement, and then it came down to my level here. Hasn't actually hit the level completely, but I think it's probably using this 30, so this may be like a 4-hour level, because what is this, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, yeah, this is a 4-hour. If I was to go on the 4-hour chart, it'll be a 4-hour order block to up here, and that is what the price is hitting. So let's go there and see that. Yeah, so I could tell because I was on the 30-minute chart, and I could tell by the amount of candles right there that was a 4-hour chart. But I normally don't mark up the top part of a bullish order block. I normally only mark the bottom wick, but because this body is so small, I guess the top, it does matter right now. Where's let's see if I only mark the body. Oh no, if I only mark the body, it's hitting the body up. That's kind of long though. We'll see. I don't like big how big is that? That's like 98 points, and that's for ES. 98 is a lot for ES because I kind of just like having a smaller one, but I'll leave it like that. So this is a H4. I'm going to mark that as a H4. Alright. This looks like just a 30-minute order block right here. No, it's probably an hour order block. I see these two. And I'm going to say this is a 30. I'm just going to say that's a 30. It's good to know what chart you found your order blocks on, so that way once they're disrespected on that perspective chart, you can remove them. So once a 30-minute candle closes below this, I can mark this off as being disrespected. So once a 4-hour candle closes below this, not just a wick, but a full body candle closed below this line here, then I could say this is no longer valid. But if only a wick, if only the body comes through and then it rejects and goes back up, and only a wick is below here, it still can be used. Just to know about order blocks, just so you guys know that about order blocks. And then I have these levels down here and this new day opening gap, but price is definitely, it's got to be some major stuff to happen for ES to fall that much, because that is, price is there, That's 1,000 ticks. Price doesn't move that much on ES unless something major happened. That one day a couple weeks ago when Trump was acting crazy about tariffs, we had that. But for the most part, ES moves about 500 ticks in either direction. And as you can see, this is 416 ticks right here. 104 points and 416 ticks. So if price wants to still go up, let's see, what is this looking like? Still has BSL up here, which we'll talk about next week on strategies, which is buy side liquidity. It may want to get that out. It may want to get this out because it's kind of close to it. So this is where people's stops are just sitting. Here's one too, but it's so close to this one, so I didn't mark this one. This is just a reminder that I'm going to use the 30-second order blocks today and the 5-minute order. I added that. This here is just my prayer. I mean, it's not my prayer, but it's like my verse that I use. 2 Peter 1:6 talks about having knowledge, self-control, patient endurance, and godliness. And I feel like you need that when you're trading, because you need to have knowledge to know what you're doing. You have to have self-control. That's one thing that to prevent you from over trading and revenge trading and FOMO trading and all that. Like, self-control is key. That's one thing I lacked a lot of, and that's why I made sure to put that there. And then patient endurance is just like having perseverance, basically. Just even when you lose, just come back and do it again the next day. And then of course godliness. Godliness is just doing the right things. So I don't know. It seems like because price has been on a steady uptrend. I mean, it did drop here, but that was just like a little retracement, and it's been on a steady uptrend. It's been retracing for a while now. So let's see, since when was this? 421. Actually, before that, let's see. Oh yeah, it turned around on April 9th. So since April 9th, price has been on a steady uptrend. It's been doing a little bit of a retracement, but as you can see, it's getting higher lows each time. Higher lows, higher lows. This did come down a little bit for a retracement, but it still wasn't a lower low than this low. So it's still a higher low. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. This one came down a little bit here to knock out stops and stuff like that, but it's still higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So I feel like if it came all the way up here already, it should probably want to, especially if this was NQ. NQ gonna want to haven't came all the way up here for nothing. Like, it might as well just knock these things out. So let me see how many ticks is that up there. So that's about 600, 700 for ES. Because after that, it's a long way for more BSL. So since it's already like right here, it might as well, like, because it has all these even highs, it might as well just knock this out and then retrace here. Yeah, and this also is a trick for people who uses trend lines, because a lot of people use trend lines for confirmation. And so once price breaks through a trend line, they'll take a sell or a buy, whatever way their trend lines are. So this was a good trend line break if you were on a smaller time frame. If you had this marked up and then price broke this trend line maybe on a 30-minute, it would have given you another 3 hours and 30 minutes worth of a sale, which would have been a nice trade profit wise. So yeah, we'll talk about trend lines though on strategies when we talk about strategies. I use them sometimes, not much, but I do use them. Move that over, and let's see. I'm gonna do like a 5-minute. Let's see. I like this 30-minute order block right here for price to probably come to. Let me see. I have my 5-minute orb set up. Make sure, yep. And it's on the 5-minute chart and the 1-minute chart. And I think I like this. I'm going to use that 30-minute. Even though it has this 30-minute right here, price still could come just only to this one or this one. I'm going to look at this one for now because it is like a little gap in between there. And then I'm going to see what's on the 5-minute chart that's closer to price. And then I'm going to move that because I already know I'm using that. Figure out where I want to look for a trade with that. So yeah, I'm going to look at my book map. See, this is my options chart, and I was looking at options for QQQ. Since I stopped trading NASDAQ, I still do trade QQQ, which is NASDAQ options. So I was looking to see options for today, how much they were, but this doesn't really give a accurate amount until 9:30 when the market opens. So but I came on here to look at bookmap. So bookmap is like the current order book of limit orders that's sitting, that big institutional traders put in, and like retail traders, or just like, but it's mostly big institutional traders. And you kind of just want to see where they're sitting. Oh, you know what? This should be ES, not MES. Forgot I had that on MES. And then this needs to be like 15 minutes. Alright, so let's see, where's some orders. Fast 677 is 282 orders. Sell orders. So this is the current book. You want to look at this part right here. Current order book 677 and 76. So I'll just use 77, and then it's 400 buys at 651. Is that 651? And if those correlate with like levels that I already have, and then this over here is my QQQ book map, but I don't ever really use that anyway. I just have it there. I really use price action for QQQ for real. And it's some at 645, but I'm not gonna put anything but 651 because if price get through 651 with 400 orders sitting there, but a lot of times those orders that sit there, they'll sit them there and they'll move them as soon as as soon as the market open, they'll like move them and not even wait for them. They'll just be having them sitting there. So I'm going to market, but I'm gonna look right when price is starting, right when market open, and see if they're really there. If they still sitting there. Sellers. 677. That is real close to price. Let's see. Buys. I don't like when it's real close to price because it's like it's not giving it any movement, and sometimes those don't hold up. 651. Yeah, they're trying to get the price up because that's close to price too. And it's right in my order block. This is the H4 order block. Actually, this is a 30-minute. I should use this one too. That's a 2 hour. 1 hour. This like right at the 1 hour. Alright, so let's see what other one. I don't really want to use a bunch of these though. So that looks, see, 651. They already took those 400 orders off, and now it's only 300. It's going back and forth, which is annoying. Where are other orders? 5,700. Oh, that's a good one because it was, and that's a psychological number. 5,700. Anything with the 00. We'll talk about that next week too in strategies, psychological numbers. And 630 for buys. I guess I'll put those two. I'm trying. ES doesn't react to these book map orders as well as NASDAQ did. I think because ES is has so many people, more people trade ES. I feel like because it's the 500 and it has so many different stocks in it, so it depends on like what the stocks are doing. And because NASDAQ has only 100 stocks, it kind of holds more with that because other people are trading individual stocks too. So what people are doing with individual stocks affects ES and affects NASDAQ and the Dow and all that. But NASDAQ bookmap levels hold way better. 630. That's gonna be lower down, which is good. And then 700, I like that level. They had that same level last week and with seller orders, and it went crazy at that level. It dropped. Alright, those are the only ones I'm gonna take. And then what else do I want to do on here? Let me put, no. It's just I need this to be like not acting crazy over here. Yes, just do that right there. Thank you very much. Let's see. Alright. Make sure I have my correct ATM. Yep, got that. Oh yeah, let me go on my 5-minute chart and see what order blocks I want. If I see anything right here at this price level is a good one. That one. I like that one because it's right above. Although these equal highs did get knocked out already by this, I still kind of like that one. And then what do I like? 5 minutes down here. It's not anything to like down here except for this one, and it's already right here at this. It's already right here at the midline of this 4 hour. I like this 5 minute order block, but it's already here at this midline, so it's really no reason to mark that off. And I don't want to have a lot of stuff. Yeah, I like that. This is kind of like a up trend because the price is, the lows are getting higher. Low, low, but higher, higher lows. So higher lows and basically higher highs. So it may want to go up first when the market open before it comes back down. Although it's been on a downtrend. This was a retracement, but still a downtrend. This was a retracement, but it didn't break the higher. It didn't break the highest high within here. So it's still on a downtrend here. But right here it's starting like a small little uptrend. And as long as it doesn't break this, if it doesn't break this for sure, it should not go up too much today. But if it starts to go up and break this and then break this, then it's probably gonna be more so of an uptrend today. I need to look and see what news is coming because I haven't been doing that as much as I should. All right, today, oh, it's PMI today at 10 a.m. and at 9:45. So that's the price index. So the price usually moves with that. That's the red news. You always want to look at red news. What's red news and what's I'm gonna go over. I should have put an economic calendar yesterday in our fundamentals. I'll pull up economic calendar on my internet and show y'all because I just have the app, but I'll do that so you can see and know which one to look at. A lot of people use Forex Factory, so let's see. If that whoever that is, can you put yourself on mute? I mean, I could put you on mute, but I just want to make sure that people's backgrounds don't be in there. That's of course Star. I'm gonna mute her. Mute. So her meetings don't be in the background. I muted her. But so a lot of people use Forex Factory for the economic calendar. So anything that's red is what you want to kind of look at. That will have reactions. Red will have reactions. So today is Monday. So at 10 a.m. the PMI is now, this is red. But on my financial juice, this 9:45 one is red too. So I don't know, here on Forex Factory it's a yellow folder. So that's like not too bad. But at 10 a.m. this PMI is going to have a reaction with that. And then if you click it, it'll tell you like what was the PMI last time. And then also over here you can see the forecast is 50.2. Previous was 50.9. You can, if you become like someone who's into fundamentals, you will be able to look at this, click on here and learn more information. But go back to charts. All right.
No, we start for about 6 months with your seed. People watch it trade. People watch how you do it and grow it over. This is, for me, a really
There is a lot.
It's not just about hierarchy. This is about making profits.
So yeah, that looks good. So I'm gonna chill on this 30-second chart because I said I'm trading the 30-second chart. So I'm gonna chill on here and see what's going on. This looks like a good level for the 30-second chart too, right here. I'm gonna mark that off. See if price goes up and knocks that out or not. And this is a good level too right here. So let's see. Price only wants to come maybe right here. Or this little one right here. Because sometimes it'd be these little levels. Let's see what happens. May hit that and decide to come back up. Market opens in 4 minutes. Oh yeah, it was some buy side liquidity that I wanted to mark off, which is right here. And we'll talk about buy side liquidity in our strategies class. But this is definitely buy side liquidity, so you want to watch that. Well, actually, sell side. I'm sorry, sell side liquidity. Buy side is up here. This is buy side right here. Now that's definitely all I'm gonna mark off because I don't like having a bunch of stuff on my chart because then you be looking at too much stuff. Like, oh wait, it's up here. Oh, it's here. Like, I just need to focus on one little section, one little area with price and see what happens with it. So yeah, market opens in 3 minutes. I should probably run and go potty. I'll be right back.
Wants to do the right thing. Their intent, I believe, is the right intent. I can take issue with the process. There are lots of roads to Rome, as you know. But until we see critical mass of trading partners who have signed up to that kind of deals, I think we're going to have to. Mark, always appreciate it. Always preserve. At least our annual from here. Thank you. We get to talk more with us. Always. Thank you. On the CEO of the call. I'll send it back over to you. Interesting times, so we'll see how changes being demanded or some have all now. I do want to get you before the go. I'm trading, going into the return to contact way down to a number and low time real value about the 156. Interestingly, is a power interesting.
Okay, make sure everyone follow my YouTube too because I'm gonna post these trades on my YouTube, especially too because market opens in 30 seconds. My friend, she's getting her baby from college, so she's gonna watch the replays. But she probably won't make it to hear these mornings for like a day or two while she's traveling. All right, the market opens in 7 seconds. You'll hear the bell once it opens, and let's see what happens. After the first 5 minutes, I'll look at the 1 minute chart. That'll be where my orb will show. So make sure I have that on the 1 minute. where it hits. It's going for those highs up, those equal highs up top. It's gonna knock those out. And let's see. Likes those equal highs up top. Knocking those out. That's a good. Let's see if it stops here, retraces at that 30-second OB. Yep, it retraced a little bit, but let's see. Yep, and it's turning around at that 30-second OB. But I don't want to get in too early. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. Although that was a good that was a really good. It hit my 30-second, came, dropped down, but it is doing a lot of back and forth. So, but it should at least come down to here, to this OB here. That was a good retracement, to be honest. But that's only 37, 40. I'm only really trying to get 40 ticks. So that could have been a good level to watch. I mean, to take a trade at. That would have been really good, honestly. Now it's breaking through there and it's rejecting from there. But the thing is, it's my first day trading the 30 seconds, so I just kind of want to see how it hits the levels that I mark off before I actually jump in them. And I want to see the 5-minute orb, kind of see what that's going to do. So it used both of those levels already. It's probably not going to use those levels again because they are only 30-second levels. And 30-second levels don't really hold that long. So we'll see what happens. But seeing that you only wanted, like, me wanting 40 ticks, that would have been a really good entry to get in, get out, and be done already. It went to 40 exactly. So if it comes back like to, you might want to say, like, if it comes back to this level and rejects, then that would be a good buy. If it comes back up to this level and rejects, that would be a good sell. But you see how it is coming back to this level and rejecting. That could be a good buy up to go higher, probably to this maybe 5-minute order block. It is hitting these levels good, so I do like that, because that does tell me that these 30-second levels are excuse me, good levels to use. So it's 9:33. Like I said, I want to kind of wait until maybe 9:35 before I get in a trade. And we are on a 30-second chart. Let's look what the 1-minute chart looking like. So see, the 1-minute chart has a lot of rejection here. So that's good. That's letting you know that it's trying to push up. The buyers are trying to push price up. But it also could mean that the sellers are building up liquidity as well to push the market down, because it's not really getting higher highs for real. Like, this wick is a little bit higher. These lows are getting higher. So yeah, you see the price is pushing itself up. So this would have been a good trade from here to here. It was a little back and forth, but it's going though. It's going really well. So I like that trade. And it's 9:34. So if it bounces off of here, I'm gonna take a sell. If it rejects from up there, if it hits there and rejects, I'm gonna take a sell. But also, it's kind of like I might want to wait to see if it's gonna go up to here. See, it came up to this area, like this area from this wick here, and it rejected, and that probably would have been a good entry to take. So I'm just gonna see. because you see it's bouncing, it's back and forth, like it kind of acts like it wants to drop from here, but it may want to go up more, at least to maybe this area up here, because it is this high up here that it may want to knock out this high over here before it. Yeah, see, yep, that was just like a little retracement, so gotta be careful there. So it's going over this. If it goes over that, it closes over that, I'm gonna take this off. But it does look like it's coming back through, but I think it wants to probably go up here. Let's see. All right, that's the 5-minute order block right there. Let's see. Yep. Let's see how price is moving on that order block. What is it doing? Coming back below that. It looks like it may want to come and break down.
Order filled.
Let's see. I think I may have gotten in a little too late, but we will see. Yeah, I think I might have got in a little too late. Look like price is going up. From this 15-second chart that I'm looking at over here, price is definitely moving on the upward. But I don't know. We'll see. Looks like it may want to go and test that 5-minute up top. So yeah, I'm gonna get
Order
out of that.
filled.
I think I got in a little too early, so that's okay. It wasn't all the way at my level, so yeah, I got in a little too early. I was thinking it still wanted to reject that, but now it's looking like it is kind of trying to go down now that I done got out of it. It's rejecting all those areas. I don't know if I want to try another one yet, though, because it is doing a lot of rejecting at this bottom here. Let me see, what does this 1 minute look like? It is below this 5-minute. It is still below that, but it is a lot of rejection right here. But that it could be liquidity building up. So
Order filled.
So what you want is you want people to be in a position to be prepared, not have to do that, and reap the benefits ultimately.
Meaningful action being cuts, I would assume, expenses and things of that nature.
What are you doing in terms of preparing Wells Fargo for, let's say, the worst? First of all, we always plan for different environments, and one of the things in the banking business is you never know what's going to happen, so you got to be prepared for downside. So we're doing a whole bunch of scenarios, but I would say most importantly is we've been running the company very conservatively going into this environment.
I don't know why my
Order filled.
shoot. Oh my goodness. I had my hand over here on my mouse pad and it knocked me out the trade. What a dummy. Oh my goodness. Oh, that knocked me right out the trade. Oh man, I did not mean to knock myself out that trade. Now I'm gonna have to wait. Ah, dang. I had my hand on my mouse pad over the button. Oh well. Now I gotta wait. That's crazy, man. That was about to be a perfect trade, man. I really just knocked myself right out of it. Let's see what happens. We'll wait and let it go below this orb. If it goes below this orb and retraces, I'm gonna get back in the trade. So we'll see. Messed up. But I did. My first trade was a loss, and so I did recoup the little $100 and something that I had lost. So let's see. Let's see if it's gonna retrace that, and let's see what happens. So whatever. Don't have regret and revenge trade and FOMO trade because it's still going to be another trade available. So let's just wait and see what happens. Go back to the 30-second chart. See what happens here.
Order filled.
I think I might have got in too early though. Well, let's see.
Also been buying back stock. Just announced another 40 billion as well. You bought back over 20% of the float as well over the last 2 years, correct? Our shares are down 21% since 2019. Part of that's because we have an asset cap that's hard to reinvest back in the business.
Because we are at, honestly, I am at a level for a buy. So honestly, I probably should not be in this trade for a sale. Because we are at a order block, a 4-hour order block. So I really shouldn't have got in a sale. I wasn't but I just figured that it would come down at least to this, but yeah, no, because I'm looking at my 15-second chart too over here, and that wasn't a good trade right there. I mean, I'm still good and I'm not in the red, but I definitely don't like that I did that because I'm literally right at a 4-hour order block. So, I mean, I already know it's about to retrace to 4 hours, so that was really not a good trade right there. Let me just relax because starting to take, I don't want to take any bad trades. That could have been a good trade though. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait a minute because at 9:45 and 10 o'clock it's gonna be news too, so I'm just gonna wait a few minutes. And that was like 2 trades, and I can't take more than like 3 or 4 trades. And my rules.
Including having a lot fewer people in, as you say, as well, buying back a lot of stock. 2 years ago, you and I, we've been sitting here without a doubt, have been talking about commercial real estate. We would have been just coming out of course, the failure of
So, let's see. I'm gonna make a 20 tick ATM.
in that particular sector. How do you characterize things? Listen, we have a great commercial real estate franchise, which if you look at the franchise, it's performed extremely well over a long period of time. And even in this period, the problems that we've had are in one specific class, which are large office properties, very often owned by sponsors in one way, shape, or form. And
15.
the world has changed, even though people are coming back to work.
Save that.
And so, the
Let's see what happens here.
The market is playing out the way we would have expected. So we were pretty conservative in terms of our approach to how we reserve for it. We haven't had to add reserves. We feel like we're in just the right place.
I'm gonna try to get just 20, 20 ticks. I don't like trading in the range though, because when you trade in the middle of a range, price be keep going up and down, and so I need to wait till it get to a level, either here, make maybe a smaller level here on this 30-second chart. Could make like this level here, could be a level. It already hit that level though, so see, or this level here, it may hit this level right here, and this oh shoot, may hit this level here and then shoot up, use that level, green. So we'll see how that works out before I take another trade. And this is like a kind of like a W forming, which is a bullish formation. So it could be doing that. But it has to get to a level first to know for sure. And I set a 20 tick ATM, because I'm just going to try to get like 20 ticks, 2 contracts, and just see from there. And then I'll be done. But I have to wait to see what's going on here. Let me look at this orb. The orb doesn't show on the 30-second chart, so there's the orb top, the top of the orb. We'll talk about orbs on strategies. Here's the bottom of the orb. So this is right in my little area too. So let's see. I'm gonna stay on this 1-minute chart and see what's gonna happen here. And being in the middle of this range is like just doing the most. It looks like it wants to maybe go up and retest. I'm looking at my 15-second chart on my Trading too. It looks like it wants to go up and test that 15-second order block and then come down and maybe knock these lows out before it goes back up. It probably does want to knock these lows out before it goes back up. It's building up a lot of liquidity over here though, but it's like, where is it building it to go, up or down? Well, it looks like that's going up. So and I gotta make my next trade my best trade, because that's gonna be it. And I think it's gonna come down and knock these equal lows out. Let's see, 5-minute. It's hitting this 5-minute order block right here. This is a 5-minute order block. This keeps rejecting right here. This one, it's rejecting it multiple times. So let's see, may come up to either this one or this one. I have to wait and see. Let's see. Oh, that was a good rejection. Dang, I should have got in that.
This administration has a lot of very strong points of view, but significant touch points with not just banks or financial services, but with businesses more broadly. They care about
wait a second, see.
They understand how those two things interact.
Order filled.
And it's very easy to sit on the outside and to comment about how they're doing things. I've come to understand that I know how to run a bank. I know how to run a financial services
Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go. I'm only looking for 20. Come on. Let's go. We're almost there. Come on. Don't push up there. Let's go. Come on. 20 ticks. That's all I'm looking for.
Stop
All right.
field.
Stop field. But that's fine. That's the end. I'm not taking any more trades today. I took 4 trades or 3 trades. And I'm in a evaluation right now. And I only need to get like $500 more to pass this new evaluation that I just got in. And I'm only like $500 away, so. And I already took 3 trades or 4 trades. I took 1, 2, 3, 4. That was my 4th trade, and I cannot take more than 4 trades. That is my rules that I have to start sticking with. That's helping me not overtrade, and that is the most important thing, is for me not to overtrade. So does anybody like have any questions? Like, do you want to go over anything? You know what, I could take more trades in my demo account. So what I'm gonna do is just log out